Hi, welcome to a new Java cheat sheet series. In this cheat sheet series, we'll talk about different functions which we must know for our board examinations, such as ICSE or ISC or any other examinations. Today, we'll be covering various string functions such as length, two uppercase, two lowercase, index, last index, substring. I'll show you an example with it and also a program where you can apply all this string function and how do you approach them, and it will help you a lot if you see example for it. Okay, so let's begin. Currently I am using an Eclipse IDE, Java IDE. You can use either BlueJ or anything, the code will be same, you need not worry about that. Okay, see, I've initialized my class name string cheat sheet. I have my main method. I have my example variable. I have assigned string here as example hello world. Now I'll just show you how to take an user input. If you had to take a user input, we'll be showing user input by util function, that is scanner, and we will just import all the classes using a wildcard. And to initialize a scanner object, scanner sc, of course you would have this is a standard. Please note you should have all s capital here and here. This sc can be anything, but if you create any different object, you must make sure that the same object is being passed down whenever you are taking user input. Okay, now let's system.n, and of course semicolon is very important, it's Java. Okay, I have written SC object of scanner class. Now if I want to take an example as an input, I would have just passed example, as it is a string input, so it would have been sc.next. And if it had been an integer, it would have been sc.nextInt. If it had been a double, sc.nextDouble, and so forth. Okay, now moving on to our main topic here. For now, we'll just show you so that it's a faster. We do not need to enter any input. We'll just take the user input. Okay, now first we'll talk about two uppercase, two lowercase. First let's talk about two uppercase. How do you convert a string of characters into uppercase? The process is, okay, will output it here. Now suppose I had to display everything in uppercase. The process would be the string which you want to convert, like example is my string name, example dot to uppercase. That's it. To uppercase, and there will be no parameters passed. To is small, upper U capital, and C capital for case. That's it. Now if I run this program here, you will see hello world. Everything is in capital because it has capitalized everything. Now if I do the same thing here for lowercase here. Okay, so like how is this happening here? Like basically how does this work? If you want to do character wise, you can just approach the via ASCII values. ASCII values conversion is only taking place here. Like ASCII values for, like, suppose I'll just mention this in comments here. Okay, let's do this here in comments. Okay, I'll just remove them later on because I think that will be an issue. Okay, the process here is that capital A to capital Z is 65 to 90. Our ASCII values for capital A is 65 and plus 26, that comes to Z, and here also it comes to 90. Small a is to small z is 97 to 122. 97, 90, 99, 100. Small a stands for 97. So what now, suppose if I have a some character in capital N, if I want to convert them into small, if I want to go by a character approach, there is a plus 32 addition. Like suppose if I have a capital A, if I add plus 32, it would have been to 97, and if I convert them back to character, it will come to our small a. If I want to go from small to capital, it will be minus 32. This is actually difficult approach, so we directly use our functions here. Okay, now how do we use indexOf? What is indexOf? IndexOf basically tells us position of that character which we are searching in a string and what position it occurs. Now here is the catch here. You must remember for your board examinations that the catch here is that indexOf only finds the first occurrence. If suppose I'll show you. Okay, let's go with example. Then I think it will be much clearer here. System dot okay. Okay, now let's do example. Our string name dot indexOf. Now we need to pass the character whose position I want to know. Suppose I want to know the position of L. Okay, now there are 3 L in my string here. Now let's do, okay, here I think I missed an L here. So, okay, now let's run this here once. And yeah, sorry, I forgot to show example for lowercase. Here we see lowercase hello world. And for L, it shows us 2. Why does it show us 2 here? There are multiple L's here, but only the first occurrence. And the array indexing starts from 0. You must know this. The indexOf function, the array indexing, it's kind of that. It starts from 0, 0, 1, 2. So, second position is the first occurrence of L. That's it. It will come outside. Okay. Now, suppose if I had searched for something as Z, it's not in the sentence. What would it show? Come on, take your time. Yes, -1. If you have guessed it right, you are right. Because if there is no occurrence, it would come as -1. You can use this also, as they might give you some tricky question. What like index of there is no occurrence of that character, but what does it show? It shows us -1. Okay. Now let's put this as O here, small o. And we have a 4 here. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now if I put a capital O, what will it show us? Come on, pause the video and see if your output is correct or not. Yes, it's -1 again, because it does not take consideration of same. It might be same thing, but of course they vary in ASCII values, and there is no ignore case here. Capital small matters here. Okay. Now we'll check for last indexOf. What is last indexOf? Last indexOf checks for the last occurrence of that particular character in that string. Now, for example, okay, let's check for L. I think L would be the best example here. Okay, now let's pass L here and see what does it show us. L in here also. IndexOf shows us the first occurrence, and last indexOf shows us the last occurrence. See, 2, hello, 0, 1, 2, and for 4, 5, and space also has a position. You must be careful for that. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, 9th position we have an L. So it shows us last occurs at the 9th position. So we have L here at the 9th position. Now, okay, now what about length? How does our length calculate? Does it start from 0? Nah. Our length is calculated from 1. Like if I calculate the length of this example string here, what would I get? Come on. I say you pause the video and you just calculate it, and you just see if your answer matches with mine. Okay. Now let's see. I say it's 12 because it starts from 1. We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes, we have 12 characters. So including space, it's total as 12. And one more thing, as an interesting point, I'll tell you, the ASCII value for blank is 32. I don't know if it's necessary, but you can, it will be handy. Now the last function we'll talk about string here is substring. This is actually the most trickiest, so I've left this out for the last one. So what does substring do? Substring basically extracts particular characters from particular position if we mention. Like there are various ways we use substring here. Now let's suppose I'll just show you first approach would be, let's go with simple. We'll just do a substring from, okay, not length, substring Okay, let's do from 0. What does the 0th position substring will display us? Okay, now if I just run this program here, the 0th position would entirely extract. Substring, we pass two inputs here. One is the first index and the last index, and the first beginning position and the end position. Actually, substring doesn't take the last position. Like suppose now if I had passed 5 here, now the input would just show me hello here. 0 1 2, it starts from 0 and it will go till fourth position, 0 and minus 1, like whatever position we have mentioned, L minus 1, 0 1 2 3 4, so it displays. Okay, now if I display some okay, now if I go from middle, I'll go from 5th to, we have 12 as value, so let's go till 12. Now what value will it extract here? Pause the screen. Okay, it starts from space and it goes till end. So the 5th position here is basically we have it, and 12th. See, why did it put exclamation mark here? As 12th is 11, but array indexing starts from 0, so it goes till 11 only. But in position wise, suppose now if I take 5th position, here is space, 6th is W, 7th is O, 8th is R, 9th is L, 10th is D, 11th is exclamation mark. So it goes till 11th only, but if we have mentioned as a length, now if I put this as 11, it will not have exclamation mark here. Okay, now let's say this. Yep, we do not have exclamation mark here. This is how we extract. Now suppose if I put 5 comma 5, what will it show? Will it extract just the space? Okay, sorry, 5 is the space. I'll have to put let's put 6 comma 6. Okay, what value will it show here? I mean, is there a certain value will it show? Let's run this. It shows nothing. Why is it? Because it goes through space. Okay, now I'll show you the 0 comma 0, because the first value and last value, I think 0 comma 0 will be the best example for you. Okay, let's do a Control Z and set this again. Okay, now let's run this. Yep, nothing. It shows us nothing, because the first it goes till n minus 1, and 0 is the beginning position, so it will not so it will be, there will be no input, I mean output there. You must very carefully know these examples. Now if I mention 1 here, it will just show me. Yep, H we have. If the values are same, nothing will be shown. Anyway, now if I put this as 1 comma 1, I'll not get anything. Yep, it's empty. This is about substring. Substring basically helps us in extracting particular characters from a string, and based on their positions. And also, okay, uppercase we have covered, lowercase, index, last index, length, and substring. Okay, I think this will, like, now if I just have us now, what I would like you to do is, just in your rough, what you do, take this string here, fox, just copy it verbatim here, jumped over the pond. Okay, now what you do here is you perform these operations. If you have a Java in your system, you can do, or otherwise in your Java ID, try this. How do you perform various functionalities here? Try to convert them into uppercase, try to convert them into lowercase, and also try to extract values. Okay, in my upcoming videos we'll talk about further string cheat sheets here. We'll cover them. We'll extensively I'll show you how to cover. I think we might have missed a few, and as this video is getting longer, we'll cover this that in next video. Okay, please do share this video with your friends, and if you want me to make any video in another topic, please do mention that in our comment section. Thank you.